Your days are numbered. Use them to throw open the windows of your soul to the sun. If you do not, the sun will soon set, and you with it. Nature hath given men one tongue, but 2 ears, that we may hear from others twice as much as we speak. It's time you realize that you have something in you more powerful and miraculous than the things that affect you and make you dance like a puppet. The happiness of your life depends upon the qualities of your thoughts. Anger, if not restrained, is frequently more hurtful to us than the injury that provokes it. You have power over your mind and not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. He suffers more than necessary who suffers before it is necessary. Anyone who can make you angry becomes your master. Begin at once to live and count each separate day as a separate life. The more we value things outside our control, the less control we have. People are frugal in guarding their personal properties, but as soon as it comes to squandering time, they're most wasteful of the one thing in which it is right to be stingy. Here is a rule to remember in the future. When anything attempts to make you bitter, don't say this is a misfortune, but say to bear this worthily is good fortune. Be like the cliff against which the waves continuously break, but it stands firm and tames the fury of the water around it. If you really want to escape the things that harass you, what you're needing is not to be in a different place, but to be a different person. Until we have begun to go without them, we fail to realize how unnecessary many things are. We've been using them, not because we needed them, but because we had them. If a man knows not which port he sails, no wind is favorable. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinions than our own. Man conquers the world by conquering himself. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Instead, become one. The things you think about determines the quality of your life. If it's not right, do not do it. If it's not true, do not say it. It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Everything we hear is an opinion and not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective and not the truth. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Difficulty shows what men are. To be everywhere is to be nowhere. Death smiles at us all. All we can do is smile back. When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love. Nothing endures but change. A person's worth is measured by the worth of what he values. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Reject your sense of injury and the injury itself disappears. No man was ever wise by chance. He who is brave is free. The willing are led by fate, and the reluctant dragged. What we do now echoes in eternity. While we wait for life, life passes. The one who puts the finishing touches on their life each day is never short of time. Be silent for the most part. Or if you speak, say only what is necessary and in a few words. Wealth consists in not having great possessions, but in having few wants. Do every act of your life as if it were the very last act of your life. All cruelty springs from weakness. It is a rough road that leads to the heights of greatness. Circumstances don't make the man, they only reveal him to himself. Whatever can happen at any time can happen today. Don't explain your philosophy, embody it. Inwardly, everything should be different, but our outward faith should conform with the crowd. Because a thing seems difficult for you, do not think it's impossible for anyone to accomplish it. The first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are. Freedom is secured not by fulfilling men's desires, but by the removal of desires. Humans have come into being for the sake of each other. So, either teach them or learn to bear them. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you and whose presence calls forth your best. Mastery of reading and writing requires a master, and so does life. Learn from someone you adore. It can ruin your life only if it ruins your character. Otherwise, it cannot harm you, inside or out. Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. Life is very short and anxious for those who forget the past, neglect the present, and fear the future.